Hello everyone, and welcome to your second royal reading of today. It's Wednesday and I have the new Palladini Tarot on the tarot table for this reading. And this is a reading about titles again. And we have heard, allegedly, there were discussions at the very highest levels, and that was according to Robert Jobson and his book On the King. His new book has just come out. Discussions at the very highest levels in the royal family, in royal circles, advisors, courtiers, that kind of thing, about stripping Harry of his titles, Harry and Meghan of their titles, Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Apparently King Charles was the one that said no, he didn't want to do it, even though he was advised seemingly to do it, and seemingly the public, very enthusiastic, would be right behind him if he did strip Harry and Meghan of their titles. Charles not going to do it, but the story now is, the rumour, and it is unconfirmed gossip, that Harry's dukedom is going to be reduced from a hereditary title, passed down, in other words, to Archie in due course, and not going to be that. It's going to be a lifetime title only. It's been done already to Prince Edward, the Duke of Edinburgh. He is not going to pass that title on to his son James. So there is history, there is precedent. King Charles has already done this, so the expectation in some circles, or the speculation, is that he's about to do it to Harry. We want to know how Harry and Meghan feel at this news. Is King Charles really considering this, planning this? And then the outcome, is this going to happen? And the outcome, I'm going to ask from the Sussexes' point of view, how is the outcome, how is it going to unfold for them? Just to be clear, so we can interpret the cards as best possible, in the best possible way. And of course it is just tarot, it is for fun, it's for entertainment. We deal with opinion and speculation here. We read archetypal energy. There is a disclaimer in the box below. I'm going to do a little 5-card reading. I will express my opinion. You, of course, figure out your own opinions about what's going on, and then we will wait and see whether, in fact, this happens after the coronation. So, 5-card reading using the new Palladini Tarot. I'm trying not to squeeze the microphone and got myself all tangled up, which fortunately you can't see. But not so fun for me trying to put the cards on the tarot table. I survived the experience, didn't knock anything, hopefully. Ooh, we've got a 9 of Swords in reverse and a Judgment card in reverse, and I saw that card, it caught my eye as I was shuffling, so I'm going to bring it out. So we've got 2 energies there that complement each other. We read them together, we interpret them together as our underlying energy. We have massive amounts of stress and soul searching, and should I or shouldn't I? What should I do? And the Judgment card, it's called the Last Judgment here because the trumpet sounds and the dead rise from their graves to be judged, to the second coming, to be awakened. That's what the Judgment card is. But it's also just about decisions, being judged, the law, very much, legal processes. And we have got someone here who is quite tormented by this. And I would say that's Charles's energy, King Charles's energy primarily, tossing and turning, sleepless nights, should I or shouldn't I do this? And it might involve legal processes. I might be judged for it. Harry's going to be judged for it. It might reflect, well, it will reflect very poorly on him. It might reflect very poorly on me. It's a difficult decision to make. Basically what those cards are telling me, he is in the thick of it. It's a difficult decision to make. It's a delayed decision. It's a postponed decision to my mind because this card is in reverse. It might revolve around legal procedures as well that have to be put in motion. But it's really, this is torment. But there is some kind of conclusion in this energy because the torment card is in reverse and the Judgment card is in reverse. The Judgment is coming at some stage. So a whole reading just in those 2 cards. You can also interpret it as Harry Harry also anxious, also worried. What is going to happen? It's almost like he's in suspense here, waiting for the decision to come down that he's heard about, because this is being discussed on social media platforms that the Parkles do allegedly tend to visit and watch. So interesting underlying energy. Tell us the situation, please. And the situation is a Five of Swords, is somebody again who is conflicted, who is wrestling with something, who is a little bit it hasn't really reached a decision, but there is a struggle and there is a conflict there, and there's a conflict, an internal conflict in the Five of Swords, and very likely also an external conflict. The conflict could be with advisors, courtiers, other members of the royal family. The conflict could be within the king himself. And the conflict, of course, also is with Harry and Meghan. There's been allegedly a ping-pong, transatlantic ping-pong, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, negotiating. What are you going to give us? What do we get? What's in it for us? You can't take this. You've taken our house away. You've evicted us very publicly. What are you going to give us? Are you going to take our titles away? And this is negotiations, but very tense, very stressful, very ugly. A lot of conflict there, internal and external conflict. Harry's feelings about this rumor, I'm not saying it's happening, I'm not saying it's true. Harry's feelings, justice, justice in reverse, it's not fair. It's not fair, how can you do this? He's going to go to court about this if it happens, my opinion. Justice card in reverse, there's another court case. You cannot sue the king. As far as I understand it, the king is immune. But if a decision is seemingly coming from courtiers, that kind of thing, Harry never stopped Harry before. There could be judicial review of that decision. And back to court we go. Definitely back to court we go with that justice card in reverse. And what did I say? Conflict? Yeah, that's what courts deal with. Conflict, in a word. Meghan's feelings about this news, this latest bombshell, 7 of Wands, 7 of Rods in reverse. I'm helpless and defenseless against these racist royals who are trying to snatch my title away from my darling child because he's a biracial prince. I had to fight for my life to get the title for him of prince, and now they're going to rob him of the dukedom. Very vulnerable, feeling very frail, sobbing on the floor with that 7 of Wands in reverse. Protect me, Harry. Defend me against your cruel racist family. We've got that. Lady C could go on for half an hour and give a dramatic rendition of the news arriving in the mudslide mansion or wherever they are, wherever she is. But good enough. I gave it my best shot. Tell me what is going on in King Charles's mind. Here I know, but please tell me, is he planning this? Has he decided this? Is he dithering? Is he trying to... 9 of Wands in reverse. He's over this. Quite a few times this energy has come through. He is just so sick of it. 9 of Wands, 9 of Rods upright. Somebody who is making their last stand. They're embattled, they have been wounded, they have been terribly hurt, but they're still standing. I'm still standing, as Elton John would say. And the card is in the reverse. Not still standing, given up, defeated, fallen down. And it's over. He's exhausted. He is so tired of this conflict. He is so sick of it. Doesn't know what to do. He's tortured by what he should do. He knows the right thing to do because everyone is telling him and everyone agrees that he should strip them of their titles. That is my speculation, my opinion, my interpretation of this energy in this reading. But he just wants to go away. He can't deal with it. It's overwhelming for him. It's exhausting. And he feels defeated by this. This is going to be the stain on his reign, really. And we might look at that tomorrow and see how it's going to play out in the future. We have looked at things like that before, but now that it's official, Charles is king we need to look at it again probably. So outcome, and I did say that outcome from a hardcore point of view. Are they going to be saved? Are they going to be spared? At least while it does look like it. At least while the king that's on the throne is King Charles, not King William. It looks like they are going to be spared. They are going to get some kind of gesture, some kind of offer. Something's going to be handed to them. It's coin. Something, some kind of offer. It might be that title goes, or title is limited in this way, restricted to Harry's lifetime only, but something is being given in return. And I did say that there were negotiations going on. I got very strong energy of negotiations in this reading. And so something, a very generous offer is going to be made to them. Instead, if the titles are restricted in this way, a huge offer is going to be forthcoming to shut them up and stop the legal proceedings. I've seen two sets of legal proceedings. Judgment card in reverse, Justice card in reverse. Harry's threatening, I'll go to court, I'll fight you tooth and nail over this. Ugly, ugly, ugly energy. We'll look at it tomorrow in more detail, but that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.